Hi Solo Pros! Welcome back to the second video in this training series that's called Unlock the 3 Fundamental Business Secrets to Make Your Business 4 times more profitable. In the first video in this series, we talked about 5 essential elements of a Solo Pro business model. In this video, I'm going to dig into and talk about the 5 traits of high-paying clients and the 5 red flags personalities that you want to avoid. Now, the people you associate with can make or break your business, especially who you focus on for your clients. Many times, solo pros, especially women, focus on people they want to help desperately. And you need to apply a little more criteria than that when you're considering who to work with. Now, the first priority of your business is to earn a living. If you can't pay yourself, then you can't help anyone else. So you may need to do a little mindset shifting here. This training video is going to focus on the prime people for you to target your services and offerings for. And it's going to tell you a little bit about who to avoid. Now, so today I'm going to give you 5 types of personality traits that you need to avoid. They're red flags. And then I'm going to give you some criteria to look for to find not only your target market, but these are your ideal prime clients. Okay? So let's talk about the types of people to avoid. And here's a little mindset update for you. Don't let yourself get into the trap of trying to help everyone. Some people can drain your energy and resources, and they're very needy, but they're not well payers. Okay? There's an old saying that goes, you cannot pull someone out of a pit or a hole if you're trapped in that hole with them. If you allow people to drag you down where they are, you can't help them or yourself. So you need to learn to focus your energy on people who really you can help the most and who value what you offer and will take responsibility for themselves. That's really what it's all about. Now, when maybe you get to a situation where you have all the resources you ever will need and all the time, then maybe you can go back and help those people who are really in distress and who can't pay for services. Maybe that's how you give back. But don't do it until you are on a firm foundation, okay? So here are the 5 personality traits to really avoid in your clients. The first one is the complainer. This is the client that spends their entire time complaining about their situation. It's their family, their kids, their husband, everything in their situation. Their entire life is a continuing saga of drama. And she plays a starring role as the victim, always the victim. You can barely get a word in, and even though when you do, she's always got a reason why what you're suggesting will not work. Nothing will work for her. This person is never the cause of their drama. They're always the victim. They never take responsibility for themselves. They can't see how they got themselves into their situation or how to get themselves out. It's never anything that they've done personally. Every time you talk to her, you end up feeling exhausted and drained. This person tends to want to trade services because, of course, they don't have any resources because they're a victim. And they want you to help them without pay just because they're in so much distress. You can't help this person until they get to the point where they're disciplined enough to take responsibility for themselves and lift them out of their own drama. Okay, so that's number 1 client to avoid. The second one I like to call the distractor. Now this person, they're kind of magnetic. They have a great personality. They've always got great ideas, and they've got so many exciting projects going on. They can kind of be fun and exciting to talk to, but everything is a shiny object. At the same time, they're really frustrated because they can't actually complete any projects. They don't have a track record of completing projects. They kind of just give up because they've got so many other projects in their bin working on. Because they can't focus. They can't stick to one thing, and they can't set priorities. They haven't disciplined themselves. They haven't, they haven't learned those traits yet, and they don't have that habit of disciplining themselves. And you can't help them. You can't impose discipline on them. Accountability, that kind of stuff just rolls off their back because it doesn't mean anything to them. They got another exciting project. Oh, this is another, there's always so many shiny objects for this person. And inevitably, they leave your presence, you feel down about yourself because you're just frustrated trying to help them. They can't focus. Let them go. Okay, the third kind of personality type to avoid is, well, I like to call the skeptical supporter. This is someone who they're kind of passive aggressive, really. They claim to love your services, but they've always got a way to improve them. You're not doing it right. No, you've heard of these. They're going to change what you're doing, although they really don't have any idea what exactly you really do. They just know how to do it better. They're always quick to point out your failures or how this doesn't resonate with what they think. The fact that you've researched and done the work and all that doesn't matter. They know better. This person, they're always kind of patronizing you. They claim to believe in you 100%, but you're doing it all wrong. Despite the words that come from their lips, you inevitably kind of feel, they make you feel down about yourself and frustrated, and let this person go. Even though they may seem like they're on your side, they're not, and they're gonna eat away at you, eat away at your confidence, eat away at your energy and your resources. Let them go. They're not a good client. And here's number 4 to avoid. And this one, I have to tell you, all of these I've encountered in my business over the past decade and a half. This one is the one that I find the most disturbing, and I call it the competitor. And now this person is, they're interested in discussing what you're doing, but they want to know kind of about, okay, well, what did you struggle with, and how did you get over that, and what did you do, and how do you make this go, how do you make it all work? They're kind of they're threatened by your growth, but they're interested in how you did it. They feign interest in your business strategies, but they only want to know how to do it for themselves. They're kind of like taking your ideas and only to use it in their own business. They don't really actually want to work with you. They want to pick your brain. Watch out for these people. They'll take your time. They'll kind of steal your ideas. They'll even say, hey, let's partner. Let me know what you're doing so we can partner. Okay? What they're really doing is looking for content or things to use in their business. And it can really backfire on you. So beware of these people. Okay, beware of the competitor, especially those ones that want to get in and pick your brain for free. No. You spend a lot of time and energy investing in what's in your brain. Don't give it away for free. Okay, the final one to watch out for, the 5th personality trait, I call the comfortable companion. This person, they mean well. They're good people. I'm not picking on them. They want to meet for coffee. They want to do strategy sessions with you. They're really interested in you, but they don't get that you are in business and you're trying to build a business. You have goals and you're moving forward. They kind of just want to hang out with you. They're perfectly content with their life. They really don't have any intention of hiring you, and that's the red flag. Maybe they want to be a friend, maybe they want to be a pal, maybe they really do respect you and are interested in you, but they're not going to be a client. They're never going to be a client. They just want to hang out. So maybe move them into the friend category. They're not going to be a client. Don't waste your time trying to be a client with them or trying to develop them into a client. Now, there are also some traits of people within your community. They might be your friends and family that I want to really warn you about. And these are people, sometimes they can be very negative, especially when you're doing something that's different from what they're doing. You're trying to run and build a business, and maybe they're out of a job and they're stuck at trying to find a job, and why would you want to work for yourself? Let's find a job. Okay, that's not what you're about. You're about this, but they're going to try and kind of dissuade you. You should be doing what I'm doing. Watch out for them, because they can really blow out your pilot light. Okay, that's what this is all about. You want to really guard that inspiration and that light, because it was given to you for a reason. You're doing what you're doing for a reason, and you have a passion about it. You know, maybe struggling right now, but there's a reason that it's so important to you, so hold on to that. If you have to limit time with those people, even if they're family, come on, even if they're family, they're not benefiting you right now. You need to be around those people who are supportive and nurturing. Okay, even if you're not thinking of having them as a client, you want those people to be supportive. You know, if it makes them uncomfortable that you're doing something different and they try to, you know, rein you in, it's really important to limit the time with those people and to protect yourself from their negative energy. They'll steal the wind from yourselves. They really will. So what I want to encourage you to do is find people that are doing what you'd like to be doing and surround yourself with people who are going in that direction. Just like geese, you know, when you've watched geese, they fly in that V pattern. They're borrowing they're in the slipstream of other geese, and so it makes flying in that direction easier because they're all going in the same direction. I want you to kind of seek out those people so you can use their positive energy to make your path and your flight easier. Okay, now let's talk about some traits to look for in your potential clients, because there really are some great traits, and these are great kind of clues of who's going to be a great client for you. There's a few to look for. First, I want to encourage you to aim towards the top of your niche. A lot of solo pros kind of lack a little confidence, so they think, you know, I'm just going to work with these people down here, you know, so they aren't too picky. Well, the people at the top of the client, the top of the echelon, they have the money to work with you. They're actually being underserved, so the competition is less up there. Okay, so just a little extra effort with the people at the top of the niche, you know, is really going to benefit you. So let me encourage you to look at the top instead of staying in that dogfight where everybody is, you know, all the other service providers are trying to help everybody in the middle. You know, so you want to look for people who are forward thinkers and moving forward. They're used to getting things done. That's why they're looking for help, so they can move forward and get things done. You can help them. Look for people who have a history of investing and paying well for services. Now, these are people who are not looking for bargains. They're not looking to make a deal. They're not always looking for a discount. They're looking more for someone to help them move forward, okay? Look for people they're in significant distress. You know, they're frustrated. You know, they're in pain. When people are motivated and they're enough pain, they want to get help. Okay, those are the people you want to get in front of. Look for people who are habitual learners and doers. Okay, you know, these are people with a habit of learning. Beware of the phrase when you hear people say, "I know all about that," or "This is the way it's always been done." Okay, you'll waste your energy trying to shift them. You know, they think they know it all, and let them go. You can't help them because they think they know it all. They're not going to listen to you. They're not going to work with you. They're not going to get results because they already think they know it all. Let them go. Look for people who are learners, avid learners, okay? And finally, the fifth one is to look for people who have a history of investing in themselves. You know, and there's a clue there. They understand that they have to upgrade themselves and continue to upgrade themselves and their skills, you know, so that they can move forward. You can help them. Okay, so get in front of those people. Look for those traits. Okay, so those are 5 people to avoid, or 5 personality types to avoid. A few clues on, you know, who to maybe limit your access to, especially while you're growing your business and you're kind of in a little development stage. People to limit your access to within your community, even though you're not going to look at them as clients. And those are 5 criteria of who to really look for, what traits, little clues that are going to make perfect, ideal, prime clients for you. Okay, so look forward to the 3rd video in this series, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye for now.